Smack-a-magob, everybody. This is an album review donated by Rick Sorvino. He asked me to do Anthrax's fourth album, State of Euphoria, which was produced by Anthrax and Mark Dodson, released in September 19th, 1988. And Alex Perry-Ellis engineered it, and Scott Ian said he wanted to hire Dodson to produce the album because of his work on Judas Priest and Metal Church. The album reached number 30 on the Billboard 200 charts in late 1988 and was certified gold by RIAA on February 8th, 1989. The song Who Cares Wins, dealing with the plight of the homeless and antisocial, a cover of a song from a band called THRASH from France, were released as the singles with accompanying music videos. The song Misery Love Company is based on Stephen King's novel Misery, and Now It's Dark was inspired by David Lynch's film Blue Velvet, specifically the behavior of the sexually depraved Dennis Hopper. The song Make Me Laugh is critical of Jim and Tammy Faye Baker and televangelists in general, a popular target of thrash metal bands of that period. The song specifically mentions miniatures such as air-conditioned doghouses and Christian amusement parks. The majority of the album's music was composed by drummer Charlie Benante, while lyrics were composed by Scott Ian. The back cover of the album contains a parody picture of the band drawn by Mort Drucker, who is best known for his artwork in the magazine Mad. The critical reception for the album was lukewarm upon its release. The album failed to live up to the expectations, commercial and otherwise, set by the band's previous releases, Spreading the Disease, Among the Living, and the I Am the Man EP. Aside from Be All End All and Antisocial, most of the songs of State of Euphoria has not appeared on the band's live set list since the album's accompanying tour in 88 and 89. The only songs from the album that have never been played live at least once are Schism, Misery Loves Company, and 13. The members of Anthrax have since spoken about their mixed opinions on State of Euphoria, and the drummer Charlie Benante has been quoted as saying that the band feels the album was not finished properly. Anthrax spent nearly a year touring and supporting State of Euphoria. Prior to the album's release, the band supported Iron Maiden on their seventh tour in Europe and opened for Ozzy Osbourne on the No Rest for the Wicked tour in the United States on November 88 to January 89. The band also opened for Metallica on their Damaged Justice tour. Anthrax continued touring in 1989, playing 6 shows in the UK with Living Colour in March, and headlined the Headbangers Ball tour with support of Halloween and Exodus in April and May following the Headbangers Ball tour. Anthrax toured Europe with Suicidal Tendencies, King's X, and MOD, which took place on June and July of 1989. So there you go. That is the backstory of this album, State of Euphoria. Now my opinion. I gave you some facts. Here is how I feel. And again, I'm only speaking for myself, everybody. I'm not talking for anybody. If you feel different, that's awesome. I wasn't impressed. Actually, I wasn't even impressed with Among the Living, to be honest with you. Yes, it had almost half good album, in my opinion. I love Among the Living. I love Cotton Amash. I love NFL. I like Skeletons in the Closet. And I guess it's a little too goofy, but okay, it gets a pass. Side 2, I don't like none of it. None of it. And now, when this album came out, I was already disappointed with Among the Living, but I was still a huge fan of my favorite is Fistful of Metal. But I love Spreading the Disease, and I love the EP in between, Armed and Dangerous. So when this came out, I remember there was some hype. And I had some hope for it, hoping it would be good. And no, I remember bringing it home and playing it. And nah, it didn't do much for me. Though there were a couple standout tracks I liked. I like Be All End All. I like Now It's Dark. But as years gone by, and I've heard this album here and there, there's a couple songs that have grown on me quite a lot, which I really like a lot, and that would be 2 more songs off this album, and that's it. I only like 4 songs off this album. Well, really 5. I'll give Antisocial a pass. It's okay. It's not bad. It's an okay song, but the one that really grew on me that I love a lot now are Out of Sight, Out of Mind, which I love a lot now. Back then, I don't know, it just didn't do anything for me. Kind of like the odd riffs and stuff. I guess it didn't grab me that much then. But boy, does it grab me now. I think it's an awesome song. And Schism. That's another one, which they've never played live. Damn, do I love Schism. That's another awesome song. The rest, I don't care for. Make Me Laugh? No. Who Cares Wins? I didn't care for it. I know the video, the single, I didn't care for it. Now It's Dark, I love. Schism, I love. Misery Loves Company is boring. It does nothing for me. It's total filler. 13 is goofy and stupid. And Finale, which, I know a lot of you like. It's thrashy. It's got the thrashy riffs and stuff. But for me, it just doesn't hit home, man. I don't like the changes. I don't like the, it took just to look at your face. Fine. I didn't like that. I don't like that vocal melody going on. Some of the riffs, like the beginning riff and stuff, is cool. But, the rest is just, I don't know. I just don't like it. Now, I was at the show they filmed Antisocial at. That's when they opened for Ozzy up in Tampa at the Tampa Bowl. And they were filming outside the parking lot. And I was hanging out that whole day in the parking lot. And I didn't see none of those shenanigans going on. I wish I could have. I could have came out on the video. I guess I was in the other side of the parking lot. But, Ozzy, actually it was Ozzy's No Rest for the Wicked tour. And it was going to play at the Miami Arena. And it got canceled. And I think it got canceled because Ozzy was hurting a little at the time. No Rest for the Wicked didn't really blaze the charts. And, it wasn't doing that great where they had to cancel. I'm sure they canceled Miami for that because they were still playing Tampa. So me and my buddy got in the car, and I have not missed an Ozzy Osbourne tour ever in South Florida. Blizzard of Oz. Sadly, Randy died right before Diary was supposed to be down here. I saw Bark of the Moon, I saw Ultimate Sin, and I wasn't going to miss No Rest for the Wicked because I really dig that album. So we went up there, and it turns out that, Anthrax filmed the video there. And there you go. So at this time, Anthrax was the biggest. Other than Metallica. Metallica were always bigger than Anthrax. But there was a time in the 80s. Around Among the Living up to State of Euphoria, really. They were right under Metallica as the most popular thrash band. And you can tell, I can tell in interviews, when I used to see interviews of them back then, they were very cocky and they were sure of it. That they were going to be huge eventually, and didn't work out for them. By the time of Persistence of Time, the shift already happened. I mean, Megadeth came out with Rust in Peace. Everybody loved it more than Anthrax. Then Slayer had Season of Abyss. Everybody liked it more than Anthrax. Because what happened with Anthrax was, they got a lot of backlash wearing the goofy shorts and stuff like that. And, and being goofy. Like that song 13 and Finale. And, it just turned me off. And a lot of other, all my metalhead friends, we all just didn't care about Anthrax after Among the Living. Like everybody I knew moved on to, Slayer and Dark Angel and, Violence and, stuff like that. But Anthrax was like, and then by the time, you know, Persistence of Time happened, but they got lucky, and they made millions and millions of dollars from that Elektra signed them. They got rid of Belladonna. They released what I think is their best album since Spreading the Disease, Sound of White Noise. Sound of White Noise, Spreading the Disease, and Fistful of Metal. Those are my favorite Anthrax albums. The rest of them are spotty at best. So, what do you say I do a ranking on this album? You know, let's do this, right? I mean, nobody disapproves, right? Well, if you do, I'm sure Rick Sorvino approves of me doing this. So here we go. All right, at number 10, the God-Awful 13. What the hell is this about? They put this little tiny instrumental that's just beyond goofy and stupid, and it sucks ass. At number 9, Make Me Laugh. Man, this song is so sad I can't laugh. It's just so terrible. Everything about this song. It's like probably the worst Anthrax song with vocals. I don't count 13 as even a song. But yeah, Make Me Laugh, I think it's the worst Anthrax song ever. And believe me, there's a lot of Anthrax songs I hate. But this must be the one I hate the most. All right, number 8, Misery Loves Company. Jesus Christ, what a bore fest. It's just like, oh, so forgettable. Even listening to it today, I'm like, I don't like the song, and it's so forgettable. I don't even remember how bad this is. And number 7, I remember this one because they made a video for it. Who Cares Wins. I don't care for this song. I just don't. Good sentiment, yes. But, you know, just, I don't dig the song. All right, number 6, I talked about it, Finale. Some decent riffs in the beginning, so I guess that's why it's above all these other clunker songs. And number 5, okay, the rest I like. The rest of this album I like, which is half the album. Number 5, Antisocial. I dig it. It's a cover, but it kicks ass. From Trust, and Nico McBrain was in that band. And yes, I have the Picnic a Fessin'. What is that nice fucking EP that has Antisocial sung in French by Joey? Very interesting. And number 4, the second track, Out of Sight, Out of Mind. As I told you, I didn't care for this song back in the day. Now I think it's pretty damn cool. And number 3, the same thing, Schism. Man, that song I think rips. Very, very underrated. As you can see, they never played it live. And I love the song Schism. And I guess they probably think it sucks. And number 2, Now It's Dark. I've always liked this song. This song always stuck out on the album. I think it's just an awesome tune. I love the movie Blue Velvet. I love the lyrics. It's all awesome. And that's why it's all the way at number 2. At number 1, the song that opens the album, Be All End All. This song smokes. I think it's an awesome song. Great opener to the album. And that's it. That's what I feel about State of Euphoria. So Rick, thank you so much, bro, for the donation. And I hope you enjoyed me talking about Anthrax, State of Euphoria. Hopefully one day somebody will ask me to do Fistful of Metal or Spreading the Disease, my favorite, so I can gush all over it. But hey, I like 5 of these songs, so there you go. So thank you again, Rick, and everybody out there. If you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not. Ring that little notification bell and leave your comments below. What do you feel about the State of Euphoria? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's the best thing Anthrax done? I love reading comments like that because I've heard people say it is their best album. So, you know, everybody that thinks Anthrax State of Euphoria is the best album, leave it in the comment below and tell me why. I love reading stuff like that. And hey, like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty, listen to Black Sabbath, and smack 'em a gob.